Happy Tuesday. Thank you for being here with me this morning. It is a gorgeous morning, and just got to listen to and watch Tracy Civic and Mervyn Kelly from Star to Stone. That was a great conversation, and I learned some things today that I didn't know, and I love learning. So thank you for that, Tracy and Nellie. That was fantastic. Always is, though. Always is. With that, everybody, good morning. Hihane Wash Day. It's a good morning to be alive. It's a good morning to be on the earth plane. And it's a good morning to be together. So thank you for being here with me. Good morning, Jane. Interesting, Jane. I was thinking about you this morning. I thought, I've really missed her in the chat room. I wonder where she is. And lo and behold, there you are. Good morning, Michael and Marianne and Susan. It is so good to see you and have you all with me this morning. And let's just say that if you would be so inclined, and if you would do so, if you would share this, like it and share it, it would be fantastic. Good morning, Margaret. Hey, Margaret, last week you won a calendar. You won a 2018 Mystics Heart calendar. So if you would be so kind as to email me your address or to message me on Facebook so I can get that in the mail to you, that would be fantastic. You and Judy last week won one of our beautiful new calendars. Pat from Stem to Stern with the magnificent artwork of David Fix. And so if you would do that, that would be fantastic. Yeah. Or you can email me, Denise, at deniseiwana.com. That's also a good way to do it. Hey, good morning, Angie. I saw your brother Saturday night. Good morning, Jocelyn. Cindy Lynn can see a picture, but no video. So maybe you need to reboot there for a moment, my friend. So I'll just be here for a minute. And as we always do when we're together, some breathing, some conscious breathing. Last night, I love Monday evening yoga with my yoga instructor, Liz. And Todd and I and Elise go every Monday evening together. And we thoroughly enjoy yoga. And she just does a beautiful job of it. But last night, really talking about breathing and breathing into those spaces and places within our body that need a little nourishment, because this stuff that we think is out here full of nothing is actually full of a lot of nutrients and a lot of divine intelligence, things that nurture the body, mind, and soul. Yeah. Oh, thank you for that, Margaret. Yeah, go ahead and touch the photo there, Cindy Lynn. I didn't think about that. And the video will begin to play. Very good. So each and every one of us, if we just take a moment to breathe in deeply in through our nose, exhale out through our mouth or through your nose, whichever is easy for you, that would be fantastic. And nourish your body. Nourish your body. Nourish your mind. I'm just going to go ahead and share this for a moment. There we are. Excellent. So breath is full of wondrous nutrients. It's full of all of the infinite intelligence of the heart and mind of the Creator. And every moment of our life, we're breathing it in, whether we're conscious of it or not. And I think it's far better to be conscious than it is to be unconscious of what it is that we are breathing in. So breathing in consciously into every area of your body. Breathing in good thoughts, breathing in wonderful affirmations. Yesterday, I was listening to a wonderful NPR radio segment, and there happened to be a Jesuit priest that was being interviewed about a book that he'd recently written. And he was talking about his use of mantras, which I think is just fabulous. And so one of his favorite mantras is this one: I am resting in you, with a capital Y, and me. I am resting in you and me. And I love that because it's a wonderful way of understanding that the proverbial capital Y-O-U, the capital I-A-M, the I am, and us are one. We're one. And sometimes settling into that knowledge, settling into that understanding is enough to take the anxiety we may be experiencing, may take it right away, or at least settle it down for a bit. But to understand that with every breath we settle into ourselves, which is in effect settling into the creator of all things. I like that. And so as we're getting ready this morning, good morning, Elise. No video or audio. Am I the only one on? No, go ahead, Elise, and refresh. Just takes a moment. I'd like to begin actually this morning with an incantation, if that's okay with all of you, from my new book, Prayers and Incantations to the Light, which should be in your homes for those of you that ordered it, pre-ordered it by the end of the month. So good. Hey, Elise. It's good to have you with us this morning. Thank you for that, Susan. Yeah, good. All right. This particular incantation is the incantation to the 5 ethers. When I'm practicing my own ceremonies, the ceremonies that I've been taught to do, oftentimes I will mention what I call, or what is called, the land of the Wakam Washte. Wakam, holy, Washte, good, of the holy good spirits, or we might say the holy spirits, the good spirits, the loving spirits. And so in this particular incantation, what is an incantation? An incantation is purely alchemical. It is our intention. It's the octave of our voice. It's the focus of our energy, connecting with realms, sometimes that are seen, oftentimes they're unseen, or both. And so I'd like for you to just, wherever you happen to be, to pay attention to the way that you feel as I recite the incantation. Incantata, cantata. Some people are much more familiar with the words cantata, right? If you go to church and you hear a cantata, right? Or incantata, incantation. All right, here we go. So in this particular incantation, we're welcoming the 5 ethers, the 5 holy spirits, good spirits, the Wakan Washte, into our space. Here I am in my office with one of my libraries, as you can see, right next to me. This is actually a library with very, very old books, old Egyptian books and things of that nature, philosophy in this particular space. So we're going to bless this space together and your space. Deep breath in, everybody. The incantation to the 5 ethers. I call upon the presence of the Holy Spirit of water. Please come and bring your sacred gifts to this space. I call upon the presence of the Holy Spirit of air. Please come and bring your sacred gifts to this space. I call upon the Holy Spirit, the good spirits of fire. Please come and bring your sacred gifts to this space. I call upon the presence of the Holy Spirit of earth. Please come and bring your sacred gifts to this space. I call upon the presence of the good and holy spirits. Please come and bring your sacred gifts to this space. Holy spirits of water, air, fire, earth, and spirit, Thank you for being present in this sacred space and for blessing us with your sacred wisdom and healing. And so it is. Blessings be. And so it is. The 5 ethers. One of the magnificent, what I feel is a truth, or at least a metaphysical, spiritual truth, is this, that when we invoke the 5 ethers that we may perceive that are outside of us, we are actually also calling upon those same elements within us: earth, air, water, fire, spirit. You're welcome, Susan. Thank you for that. Oftentimes we think of just balancing our chakra system, which is fantastic. It's a great thing to balance our chakra system and to be aware of any dissonance and realignment that needs to happen in our chakra system. But what about the elements within our body? What about those 5 ethers? What about the seasons? The 4 seasons, the 4 directions, the 7 elemental directions, in this case, the 5 ethers. Come to this sacred space. We're also talking about the sacred space of our human body, this temple that our spirit inhabits. Come to this sacred space. Come to this sacred space and bring your gifts. Yeah. That felt warm and golden. Oh, thank you for that, Tana. Yeah, beautiful. So with that, having called into consciousness, or being consciously aware of the ethers within us and without us, acknowledging them, let's begin the day of the mystic's heart. And as you all know, when we are together, this is an opportunity for you to share what you've got going on this week. It's Native American Heritage Month, and tomorrow yours truly will be speaking to some youth at the Creative Technologies Academy in Cedar Springs, Michigan. And I'm very excited about that. I love this time of year because oftentimes I do get called to colleges, universities. In this case, it is a charter school, an academy, to talk about Native America, what I know about Native America, my experiences with it. And I'm really delighted because tomorrow these young ones are quite young. And so I will be bringing artifacts with me so that they can touch them, they can feel them. Yeah. Julia Dira saying, hello, Denise. I would like to gain wisdom on my family situation. Oh my. That's always a deep thing too, isn't it? This time of the year. We're talking about that at yoga too. Oh my goodness, the time of family, of the holy days. What is holy? How do we live through holy, the holy days that we call the holidays? How does that go, right? Sometimes we have to set some real strong boundaries this time of the year with La Familia. And so hopefully the card that you get today will address that, Julia. Oh, thank you for that, Jane. I appreciate that. We do need to teach the young, absolutely. And I like being able to bring artifacts with me so that they can touch it. They can feel it. They can feel my moccasins. They can feel a rattle. I don't bring my medicine rattle. Of course, I'm very conscious of what it is that I bring for the young ones to touch and feel and be with. I wouldn't bring anything that I use in my medicine practice, that's for sure, or in my ceremonies, but I have a lot of antiquity around the home. So yeah. Susan says, going through a lot of grief. That is hard this time of the year, and it often gets highlighted at this time of the year. Absolutely. Good morning, Tracy Civic. That was an awesome show. It was an awesome show that you had. Loved it. Okay, everybody, I always like to begin our Tuesdays together with drawing a card for all of us. And this particular card is the card of the Archangel Saint Israfel. And it's the card and the angel that talks about waking up. Waking up. Wake up. There was a Coptic master, his teachings live on, named Hamid Bey. And one of the things that he taught that I absolutely love is this: a master is the one who is awake. A master is the one who is awake. This is a card that says, wake up, everybody. No more sleeping in bed, right? Marvin Gaye. Wake up, everybody. No more sleeping in bed. Get out of bed. Get the stink off of you. Get out there. Be alive. Be awake. Don't be afraid. Be alive. Be awake and aware. Be awake and be aware. And for heaven's sakes, shine your light. Shine your light. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Mary. Good morning. I'm facing possible job loss or a change of jobs, huh? Or a change of jobs. Maybe it's time for you to change jobs, Mary. Maybe your light is being called somewhere else. Yeah. Can the good times come now instead of all this drama, sadness, and sickness? Absolutely. Absolutely. Where is our focus? We're going to focus on the goodness, on the wellness. Let's do that. Wake up. All right, Jane. All right, Jane. This one is for you. It's the Archangel Metatron. Love this card, Metatron. When Metatron appears, Metatron represents transformation. In the mystery school, it represents going into or becoming one with our solar angelic self. In other words, merging with the higher wisdoms, the higher teachings, merging with the higher aspects, merging with the higher aspects of who we are. And that's what's going on for you right now. It's a time of transformation, of beautiful transformation. And I would say to you, go with the flow. Go with the flow of that. Metatron. Yeah, single mom. I know what that's like. I did that for 9 years, single mom, with 3 kids in the house. And that's not easy. And all of you single moms out there know exactly what Rochelle is talking about. It's not easy to be a mom anyway, right? It's a lifetime job. It's a wonderful job. I love having all the kids that I have. But it's really tough being a single mom. Been there and done that. It's hard working 70 hours or plus a week. I remember at one time I had like 3 jobs and literally was clocking 80 hours a week to make sure that everything was taken care of. Because you know what? That's what you do, isn't it? Cindy's saying amen. Yes, it is. Yeah. So I totally get that, Rochelle. Bless your heart. Yeah. And Susan is saying, my husband of 31 years died on October 31st, and I lost my mom at the end of September. Wow. Okay, group hug, everybody. Group hug, Susan. That is hard. That is hard. 3, 19, 17, and 10. Oh, Rochelle. Yeah. You're going to be fine, honey. You know, one of the things that I learned as a single mom was that going with the flow wasn't easy, but we really have to do that. The other thing that I've learned is that once you've completed being the single mom and you've done that, honey girl, you can do anything. You can do anything. And the other part of that is that our BS-o-meter is like this log, isn't it? Sometimes I'll say to Todd, hey, I was a single mother. I raised 3 kids. I can do just about anything. I think I'm Wonder Woman right about now. And he'll laugh. Yeah. All right, Susan. Susan, my love, this one is for you. Let's talk about this. Oh, all right. So, hey, Jocelyn, Susan, it's a lot of loss, my love. White buffalo calf card comes up. And I'm going to go off the map with this one, because for me, the white buffalo calf woman, Tesawi, represents the Holy Mother. She represents the Divine Mother of all things. And as I'm sitting here, what I'm hearing over here is that your prayers are heard. And also, what I would want you to know about all of this, Susan, is that your husband and of course your mother hear you speaking to them. I want you to know that. More than that, I also want you to understand, please, that when you hear your husband or your mother speaking to you in your head, sometimes we think, oh, I'm just taking a stroll down memory lane today. Actually, we are very much attuned to being able to hear our loved ones and to feel our loved ones. It's not that we're making it up. It's not that we're wishful thinking. Creator didn't just plop us here for 80, 90, 20, 30, 40, 50 years without giving us the equipment to remain in constant contact with home, which is spirit, which is the love of the Creator. Every moment of our lives, we have this wonderful opportunity to connect with spirit, and particularly those that we have lost, who really aren't lost. They've shifted from their physicality to their non-physicality, but the pain of the physical loss is excruciating, absolutely excruciating. And so sometimes the only way that we can assuage that or be okay for 5 minutes of our day is to sit and to talk to those that are on the other side and understand that they're hearing us. Ask them for a sign. And when the sign arrives, understand. I listen for them. Yes, absolutely, Susan. Please do. And if you're hearing them in your head, you're not just hearing things in your head. Please understand that. Sometimes people will say to me, my clients will say, you know, Denise, it was the strangest thing. I thought for sure I could hear my son talking to me in my head, saying, Mom, can you hear me? Mom. To which I respond, because you were hearing your son speaking to you. So, Susan, pay attention to the signs and wonders from your loved ones. And you know what? Rochelle is saying that is so true. Yeah. Yes. And you can ask. You can ask for a sign. The other thing I want to say to you, Susan, is this: be gentle with yourself. These losses just happen to you. Good morning, Nellie. These losses just happen to you. Be gentle. Take the time that you need. Take the time that you need. And I'm serious about that. Because sometimes during times of loss, we may feel that we need to comfort everybody else who's grieving. Right? Yes, even in your dreams, Margaret is saying, yes, our loved ones come to us in our dreams. Yeah. I would also want to say to you is that I feel that because you're a sensitive woman, Susan, you can probably best feel the presence of your loved ones. You know when they're there. Yeah. Okay. Holding Susan in love and light. And everybody who's grieving, there's so much to this time of the year that brings up a time of reflection. A time of reflection. Those that aren't going to be at the dinner table. Those that aren't going to be there for the family gatherings. One of the things that I learned to do many, many years ago was to not pretend like my loved one isn't there. You know, a lot of people just say, well, we're just, going to ignore the fact that dad isn't here or auntie isn't here or mom isn't here or whomever. Well, just, we just need to push through. We've got to push through. I say to that, create a space at the dinner table. Hang on the Christmas tree an ornament that represents the lifetime of our loved one. So many people stop hanging ornaments, right? I'm an ornament collector. I love to collect ornaments. And so when my father passed last year, I bought an ornament to commemorate his life and my love for him. And it now hangs on the tree. So creating a ceremony, not avoiding the pain, not avoiding the loss, acknowledging it and doing something beautiful. Mm-hmm. Morning, Molly. You're welcome, Susan. All right, here we go. Jocelyn, Spirit says to me, you're the first batter up. And please, everybody, Tuesday mornings is a time to share what you've got going on. Please do that. Margaret saying I do for my dad too. Yeah. All right. Jocelyn, the Archangel Saint Uriel. I love Uriel. Uriel is a magnificent angel of light, archangel of light, and according to the ancient Hebrews, oftentimes stands directly in front of us, shielding us, leading the way. Uriel reminds us that there's a lot of beauty in our perfect imperfection. Uriel is the angel of forgiveness and understanding. So if there is anything that is coming up for you at this time that maybe you feel like you need to forgive yourself for or another person, invite Uriel to help you with that. As we're getting ready to enter into the holy days, a lot of times those things, they come right up, don't they? Old grudges or thought patterns or any of those sorts of things can come right up for us to review. Anyway, what I would say to you, Jocelyn, is spend some time in meditation and contemplation with the Archangel Saint Uriel. I feel that it's really important for you at this time. Going off the map with all of, what's typically on the card is, I would say that Uriel is presenting himself to help you see something more clearly. Just saying, shedding a little light on the subject. Nikki Jorgensen up there at the Heartful Art Studio in Big Rapids, Michigan. It is the sun-faced Kachina, baby girl. And the sun-faced Kachina says, stand in the light. Just stand in the light. Boy, sometimes during the course of our life, sometimes people want to push us out of our light. They want to dim our light. They don't like our light. A whole lot of things can go on in our human existence, right? And Sun-faced Kachina says, stand in your light anyway. Because you know what? The world needs it right now. A lot. The world needs it right now a lot. So stand in the light of who you are. And you know what? Haters going to hate, as they say. And so don't let the haters get to you. Don't let the naysayers, the Debbie Downers get to you. Okay, Elise Miller, this one is for you. This is perfect for you, Elise. It is this one. It is the card of the Phoenix. Good. I'm glad that you're going to spend time with Uriel, Jocelyn. Important for you to do so at this time. Shed some light on some things. Elise, the Phoenix is here. We all know what that means. New life. New beginnings, rising from the ashes. I love you too, Nikki. You're very welcome. Shine on, honey. Shine on. So, Elise, rising from the ashes of what once was, including your hair. I saw that you were talking about shaving your hair off, right? Just going commando, I think is how you thought of it. Go for it. Go commando. And then when that hair grows back in, look out. That's going to be one, I think, like Leo Mane, right? All kinds of hair. But what I'm saying is, yeah, out with the old and in with the new. New life. New life out of the ashes. Sometimes we are rendered right down to our bare bones by life. Sometimes we are, so that we can begin again with a fresh palette. We all have those falling on our knees moments, right? Bringing us to our knees. Okay. All right, Rochelle. Rochelle is feeling a bit lost. One of the things that I would say to you, Rochelle, is to be gentle with yourself. Sometimes when we're feeling lost, we try to rush into something. We try to make something happen. And oftentimes it's really a great good thing to just be with what's happening. To just sit a minute, take a deep breath, assess the situation, call upon Creator, call upon our guides, our allies, our guardian angels. Thank you for helping me through this dark night of my soul. Thank you for helping me through the dark night of the soul. Thank you for bringing me to the light of a brand new day. And thank you for showing me where the doors are opening. Thank you for taking me to where I truly belong. To where I truly belong at this time. Employ, the unseen worlds as much as the seen worlds, your friends, your family. Don't forget, our soul is always exactly where it is supposed to be. We are always exactly where we are supposed to be, believe it or not. And yes, being present in the now, Molly, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, Rochelle. Yeah, she's saying, I speak gratitude all day. There you go. That's the beginning. And just be for a minute. Just take a minute in your life. Take a look at where you've been. Take a look at where you are now. All right. And for you, Rochelle, the card that comes to the top of the pile is this one. It's the Earth Dragon. It's the Earth Dragon. And the Earth Dragon says this: let go of whatever is weighing you down. When was the last time that you did a ceremony for yourself where you just let things go? Where you just let it go? The Earth Dragon says this, and this is just a suggestion, Rochelle, because I know that you try to be the strong woman. I can feel it. You try to be there for everybody, to do the right thing for everybody, to be the strong one, the cornerstone. In one tradition, when we are at a crossroads, when we need to let things go, as my sister described it to me, Barbara, it's to go outside, put your hands in the dirt, on the ground. Just put your hands on the ground, feel Mother Earth, cry, scream, rage, let go of anything that is weighing you down. Anything. Let it go. In some traditions, there's a holding on of a stone. Literally taking a stone, here I have some right here, some pretty cool ones. Holding on to the stone and allowing the stone to absorb whatever it happens to be that you need to let go of. Yeah. And just letting it go into the stone. Letting it go into Grandmother Earth, right at the roots of trees, whatever it is, let it go. Let Grandmother absorb it, and then take a moment to allow Grandmother to nurture you. If it is a stone that you use for any ceremonial work, etc., you would, of course, want to smudge it afterwards, keep it clear. Yeah. Get out there and do that work. Here in the Enchanted Forest, just so you get an idea of what goes on here, there's a lot of ceremony in my life. You all know that. Here in the Enchanted Forest, there are times, if you look out in the back, you may see a woman, you may see a man, literally, out in the forest releasing exactly the way that I'm talking to you about it right now. There are times when some of my Ojibwe friends, my Anishinaabe friends will come out here, they'll call and say, Dee, can I come out to the land? And I just need to cry. I just need to let go of the anger. Can I come out? And I say, yes, go. Go. Be. And they come out and they are one with the land. They speak to the trees. They allow the trees to help heal them. But oftentimes, before the healing can begin, the Band-Aid has to come off. The real issue has to be seen. A lot of times we in our humanness, we just want to bandage it, right? We want to put some drugs to it. We want to bandage it. Mother Nature says, expose it to me. I can handle it. I can handle the ugly. I can handle the beautiful. I can handle the ugly. Let me help you. Molly's saying, I love going outside and just laying on the ground. Me too. Yeah. Years and years ago. Enchanted Forest. Yeah, that's where I live. That's my home. Todd and I have named the 10 acres here in the forest the Enchanted Forest because it is enchanted, right? But we can do this in a park. We can do this in our own yard. But for a lot of my friends, my Ojibwe friends who live in urban settings, they don't have trees. They don't have privacy. Yeah. Why do I attract such ugliness? Maybe because you're so hard on yourself. Maybe we need to reframe our thoughts about ourselves, Rochelle. When was the last time you said to yourself, I love you, you're beautiful, you're strong, you're important, you're worthy, you're worthwhile? Yeah. Your homework for the week is every day to tell yourself something wonderful about you throughout the day. That is your homework. All right. Rob, the angel Nathaniel. The angel Nathaniel, the angel of joy. You know, Rob, here's what I want to say to you. Enjoy the joy. Enjoy the joy, right? Sometimes people tell us, or society says to us, we're not supposed to have joy. Times in our lives, you're not supposed to be joyful. You're supposed to be pious or sad or solemn. Oh, no. Enjoy the joy. That's all I'm going to say to you, Rob. Enjoy the joy. Hey, Nellie. Hey, Nellie and Tracy, I know you're watching me or at least listening to me at this point. Nellie, if you plan to come here next year across the pond this way, will you please let me know so that we can have a stone class here in the Enchanted Forest with you and Tracy and Jennifer and Charlotte? If I have enough advance notice, I would love that. And I get a lot of requests for somebody to teach about stone energies. Yeah. Oh, thank you for that. You're supposed to be as miserable as everybody else. Nope. It's our choice. No, we don't have to be as miserable as the rest of our family. We don't have to be as miserable as the rest of our friends. We don't have to be as miserable as the rest of our coworkers. We don't have to be that. We can be what we desire to be. And if that means joyful and it makes everybody mad, well, what's she so happy about anyway? What's she got to be happy about? I'm not happy. Why is she happy? Why is he happy? Yeah. All right, there you go. Cindy Lynn, my love. Okay, all right. The hippocamp card came right up to the top for you. That's right, Margaret. No, we don't. The hippocamp says go with the flow. Go with the flow at this time. No making waves right now. Go with the flow. Thank you for that, Nellie. Go with the flow. That's all I'm going to say. Sometimes as Scorpios, we don't even know we're making waves and we're making waves. So we have to be conscious of just going with the flow. Yeah, we can all choose. We all get to choose. We all get to choose. Even when, I did the whole single mom thing, I thought to myself, how beautiful. What an honor and a privilege. I honestly did. I was dog-ass tired, a lot of the time. But I was never angry about it. I was never upset about it, ever. And and now that the kids are all grown up, have their own homes and all of that sort of a thing. And they say to me, Mom, we don't know how you did it. How did you do that? And you never complained. You never told us everything that you were going through. But now that we're getting older and we have to pay our own bills, we have to supply our own stuff. How did you do it? You never said it was that much of a struggle. We just knew that you worked a lot. Yeah, Rochelle is saying, yes, I love having them to myself. I did too. They are, and when they say to me, Mom, how did you do it? You never complained. You were tired, but you never complained. No. What an honor. Okay. All righty. Yes, Cindy Lynn, that's right. Go with the flow. I'm telling you. Nick, my mom and dad always told me people would be jealous of me because everyone likes you. People want to wallow in their misery. Oh my God, yeah. Hey, Nick, it was really good to see you Saturday night, by the way. Your family is marvelous. It was so good to see them all. Oh, goodness. Love it. You're very welcome, Cindy Lynn. Yeah. It's not, yeah. And that's not to say, some people, it's not to say that we don't all get frustrated and all of it. Of course we do. Yeah. We go into autopilot as parents. We do. We go into autopilot. All right, Marianne, Malika. Until we take our last breath. That's right. There'll always be challenges. Always, always, always be challenges. And in 2005, when I had that lovely left brain stroke and left my body, I really became ultra aware of the preciousness of life. I mean, I knew it anyway, but when I had to make a conscious choice whether to stay here on earth or to go home with a capital H, it's like, wow, in that moment of review, am I really going to re-up for more of this? Well, yeah, I did. Here I am. All right, Marianne. The gargoyle is here for you. The gargoyle, I love this. The gargoyle. The gargoyle says, victory is yours. Victory is yours. The gargoyle is the defender of light. The defender of light. It's not always easy to be the defender of light. It's not always easy to be the person that sheds some light, identifies the elephant in the middle of the room, all of those things. Do it anyway, with love. And this is a card of victory. This is a card of abundance for you, the gargoyle. It's also a thank you from the universe. Thank you for being a defender of the light. Thank you for being a defender of the light. Jeanette. Good morning, Jeanette. Just joined in. Yes, I'm always trying to be my own person. It's true. And try to stay away from negativity. Me too. I call it disengaging. I'm not going there. I'm not touching it. I'll help for as long as I can help. I can assist from where I am. Yeah. Mary is saying, I never knew you had a stroke. I did. I had a left brain stroke and I was paralyzed on the right side of my body for a good long time. And it took me a while to work that out, but I did, right? Using all of these methodologies. Should I try to use tarot cards? Well, if you're trained how to use them. Yeah. These empowerment cards are a lot of fun. Hey, Sonia. All right, Mary, this one is for you. Oh, my little Merlin is shaking about something. I'm not really sure what's going on. It's the water dragon, Mary. And so the water dragon says this. The water dragon says your intuition is heightened at this time. Oh, here, just a moment. Let me just pick Merlin up for a minute. Come here, buddy. All right, everybody. This is Merlin. This is Merlin. Tana's little buddy, yeah. This is Merlin. Merlin is going to be 15. This is my little buddy Merm. I call him the Merlinator. Yeah. And so sometimes you hear him in the background. Yeah. There you go. So Mary, your intuition is heightened at this time. And so what that means is pay attention and take good care of your sensitivities. If you are sensitive at this time, take care of that. Be gentle with yourself. Aw, Merlin says hello back. He's really old, and so sometimes he just needs to be held and all of that sort of a thing. So pay attention to your intuition at this time, Mary Hansen. Pay attention. Trust your gut. It's very heightened at this time. Important for you to do this. Yeah. Sonia says, hi, Merlin. Yeah, he's a good boy. Not easy getting old, 15 years old. That's a lot of years for a dog. All right, here we go. Margaret, this one is for you. Yeah, little Merlin, little sweetheart. Okay, well, Margaret, this is for you. It's kind of similar. This is the Sasquatch card. The Sasquatch is an ultra-terrestrial being, lives between the worlds, walks very gently. And so the message of the Sasquatch is this for you, Margaret. Walk gently. Walk gently into the holiday season. Walk gently into situations that we all encounter, right, at this time of the year, going into the holidays, and walk gently with yourself as you go into this time of the year. Be very gentle with yourself. I'm going to see if Todd can come here, and he is just having a problem here this morning. Aw. I know. Aw. Okay, so this is what you do when you also have a lot of animals around the house as well, too, right? Yeah. Yeah. He probably just wants to go out and explore. I think he probably does. So I just sent a note to Todd, see if he would come and get him. So Gabriel will probably bark. He is. Merlin is very sensitive to energies. Very sensitive. Absolutely. Jeanette. Oh, there's Daddy. I think he needs to go outdoors, Dad. Aw, gotta take care of them all, don't we? There we are. Now you know what it's like at my house in the morning. You're all here in my home with me. Okay, this one is for you, Jeanette. It is the Swan Maiden. The Swan Maiden says this: you have lived through some hard-won battles, sorrowful times, both in your physical and spiritual life. The Swan Maiden joyfully acknowledges your loyalty to the path of light, and heralds a fertile, prosperous time in your life. And oh, and by the way, Jeanette, the Swan Maiden also reminds you that you are divinely protected. Swan Maiden. So what do we do with all of these anyway? I am a good dog mama, Tana is saying I am. I have 3 horses, 2 dogs, 5 kids, a daughter-in-law, a son-in-law, right? And that's just what you do. Yeah. Got to take care of them. All right. Tana. This one is for you, Tana. Oh, it's the Fire Dragon. Fire Dragon. Isn't this artwork magnificent? The Fire Dragon. The Fire Dragon says to you, Tana, welcome to the Mystery School. I love this card because it's one of those things. Yes, you're right about that, Susan, the White Buffalo Cap Woman. Te Sami. The fire dragon says, welcome to the mystery school. And more than that, this is a magnificent time of the year when the veil, as they say, is very, very thin. Spirit is very present in amazing, amazing ways. And we have to remember that our teachers come to us in many, many ways. We have to be aware and awake. As the card earlier said, we have to be aware and awake. So your teachers are presenting themselves to you in your dream time. In the dream time, we call it being awake during the day or whenever we're awake. Life is but a dream. Your teachers, the teachings are being presented to you. Pay attention. Could be a book that's all of a sudden being gifted to you, one that catches your eyes. Pay attention at this time because the wisdom teachings are being brought to you. Angie Town. Oh, the angel Toth. The angel Toth. Me too, Sonia. The angel Toth. All right, I'm just going to read this to you, Angie. A healthy mind and spirit helps to create a healthy body and balanced existence. The angel Toth asks you to pay attention to the thoughts, foods, beverages, and situations that you allow to enter your life. Give yourself the gift of loving words. This is for you too, Rochelle. The gift of loving words, healthy foods, and nourishing relationships that will magically create a life of wholeness that is part of your divine design. And here's the mantra. This is a great mantra for all of us. I am whole and healthy. I set stable boundaries and allow the flow of loving thoughts to enter my mind. What are we allowing into our lives? That is the question. What are we taking into our body? What are we taking into our emotions? What are we taking into our surroundings? Yes, that's right, Tana. You are the eternal student. There is no doubt about that. Okay, Sonia, it's the white eagle. The white eagle comes to us from the Atlantean teachings. And this is also a card of wisdom, the wisdom of the stars. And I'm going to give you a bit of homework. Actually, Sonia, going off the map here for a moment. And I'm going to ask you to study what it is that the night stars are doing in the sky above you. In other words, in the evening, which stars are perfectly aligned over your home? And I would like for you to investigate those stars. So whether it's Ursa Major, the Big Bear, the Big Dipper, the Belt of Orion, any of those, I would like for you to study that a bit so that you can see the influence. If the Big Bear, Ursa Major, is over my home, it's also reflecting in my interior castle. As above, so below. The more we pay attention to what's going on in our night sky or the day sky, we can come to understand more fully what's going on within each and every one of us at any time of day or night. It's a wonderful alchemy that happens. It's perfect. Perfect. So I'm not quite certain why that's coming to you, but there it is. Yes, Julie. This one is for you. All right. Oh, it's the rainbow serpent from Australia. The rainbow serpent says, wake up, awaken from your slumber. Each of us is born with gifts and talents, dreams and passions, potential and opportunities for growth, and yet, in our human condition, we can fall asleep at the wheel of life. So this is a card of waking up to your dreams. What are your gifts and talents? Where is your passion? The rainbow serpent says it's time for you to bring your passions to life. Or if you are bringing your passions to life, to bring them more deeply to life. Time to bring the passions to life. Sonia will have to learn more about this. Yeah, And you may understand a little bit more about your struggles, what's going on the inside. All right, Iwaniw-Francisco. It's the Archangel Raziel, another name for Grandmother Earth. A lot of people don't know that. Raziel represents the flower of life, the divine matrix. Divine matrix. I'm just going to read the last part of this card to you. With your back to the shadow and your face to the sun, the Archangel Raziel has come to help you plant the seeds of your heart's desire, to water them tenderly with prayer, and to watch them unfold into dreams come true. It is time to bring your hopes and your dreams to life. Just right in tandem, 2 cards, right in tandem. I love that. Whether that is a vision board that you create for yourself, however you do it, Janice, this is the time to get ready to plant those seeds. Nurture them. Good morning, Janet Smith from Scotland. Love Scotland. One of my favorite places on earth, the Highlands of Scotland. It's fantastic. Okay, Nellie. It's the wolf. Shukmani Tutanka, the wolf. The wolf is the teacher. The wolf is the teacher. Teach the children well. Yeah, you need to dig in, Julie. Dig in, baby. Whatever your passion is, bring it to life. Sometimes they get put on the back burner or a bookshelf, right? And we forget about them. Spirit's saying, no, be passionate. So the wolf, you're welcome, Janice. The wolf is the teacher. This is a reminder, Nellie, of your position as a teacher. Teach the children well. Honor yourself as a teacher. Understand that you are a teacher, and what you teach is brilliant, by the way. So if you're a little bit unsure about what it is that you're teaching or if it has value, I'm telling you that you are a magnificent teacher and it has astounding value. Keep on keeping on. All right, Tracy Civic. Oh, another card of Thoth. From the mysteries of ancient Egypt, it is the Thoth card, the emerald tablets. Oh my, this is a card of thought, Tracy. It's a card of thought. What are you thinking? What are you creating with your thoughts? Thoughts are potent things. They're even more potent when we combine them with action, right? It's like saying a prayer without acting upon the prayer, right? What are you thinking about? What are you creating with your thoughts? Whatever your thoughts are that you wish to create and bring into the world, this is a good time for you to walk with them, to bring them to life. But more importantly, Thoth is asking the question, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? What are your honest thoughts? Act upon those. Sometimes we just want to have nice thoughts, right? We just want to be the nice person. And then when we get real, it's when we have the juicy thoughts, the real, bring it home thoughts. April, this one is for you, April. It is the Archangel Saint Michael, Michael. Michael is letting you know that he is walking with you at this time. Be brave, be bold. Know that the universe, that the angels of the highest degree have your back. They support you. And I would take a bit of time to be with Michael, the Archangel. Any of these cards that are being drawn today. Yes. Any of these cards. I agree with that, Marianne. Your thoughts become your reality. Yes. So we have to think kindly. Yes, Susan, manifest the positive. And when we're going through hell, just keep on moving, as they say. Keep on moving, but adjust your thoughts on the positive. I know those doctors, when I had that stroke, and they were ready to call my family members in because they thought I was getting ready to, transition. And I shocked them by living, and they couldn't understand it. They couldn't understand the Hawaiian music playing in my hospital room. They couldn't understand the meditation. the energy healing that was going on. They didn't get it. We had great conversations about it, though, the week that I was there in the hospital and in my post doctor appointments. So I was not going to not walk for the rest of my life. Right? I was not going to not be able to hoist up this beautiful coffee mug. Thank you, Nikki Jorgensen, with my right hand. Right? In 2005, I couldn't have done this. There you go. Michael Jason Grossman. Of course you love that name, Michael. Mikael. You're welcome, Nellie. You're welcome, Tracy. Michael. I'm going to shuffle the cards for you. What is it that Michael needs to know today? All right. The Archangel Blandine. I love Blandine. Isn't she beautiful? She's very, very sweet. This is a card that's very Buddhist in nature. Very Buddhist in nature. It's a card of unattachment. The daily mantra is this: I am free from all earthly desire. I am free. I am free. This is a card of unfettering ourselves from the things that are holding us captive, that we are being held to. Sometimes we're captive to our own thoughts. Sometimes we're captive to a past experience. Blandine says, set yourself free. Rework your thoughts. Emancipate yourself from anything that is holding you back from fully realizing yourself here on the earth plane, from shining your light. Free yourself. First, begin with your thoughts. First, begin with your thoughts. Julie Hedges. Julie Hedges. Hey, Rob, have you and Julie got any... that decision made ripples far beyond that of your immediate family. We all thank you for coming back. Geez, Rob, you're going to make me cry right here on my morning show. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. It was a hard year being a single mom and having a left brain stroke. It was not an easy year. Did it though, because here I am. Sometimes I drop the coffee mug because, you know, that happens. But okay. We keep moving. Clean the carpet and keep moving. Right? It's all right. All right, Julie Hedges, sweet thing. It's the Archangel Chamuel. Chamuel is the angel of love. Angel of love. This angel says, welcome love into your life, Julie. Welcome it. Got any old love that needs to be jettisoned? Chamuel says, let me help you with that. You got some old love stirring around? Get rid of it. Old, hurtful, hateful, nasty, been too long love. Chamuel says, let me help you jettison that baggage so that you can welcome some new, fresh, loving love into your life. And there are all kinds of love, right? There's love between people, love between us and our passions, right? Chamuel says, get rid of the old ucky love and welcome new love. Nancy. No, it's okay. We're just going to keep going. Nancy, the Cocapelli is here for you. I'm getting used to this screen pretty good. The Cocapelli. The Cocapelli says this is a fertile time in your life. What do we do when we're having a time of fertility? We say thank you. We say thank you to the universe. Thank you. Thank you for the abundance in my life. And thank you for the abundance that continually flows into my life. That's how we do it. This is a fertile time in your life. Just say thank you. Thank you, Creator. Thank you for the abundance in my life. And for the abundance that continually flows into my life. I'm going to float back here because oh, Marilyn. Hello. Oh, goodness. Yes, Marilyn. Let me draw a card for you, too. Oh, Marilyn, the unicorn. The unicorn. There's the unicorn. The unicorn says this, let your light shine. Let your light shine. That's what we came here to do, is to let our light shine. Not like everybody else's light, not like what everybody wanted you to shine your light like. It's interesting. Shine your light. That's right. Let your light shine, Marilyn. Do a little journey with the unicorn. The unicorn is full of symbolism, of course. Yeah. The unicorn. Shine your light. It's interesting. Usually once a year, well, actually a couple of times a year, I'm asked to lecture at Grand Valley State University here in Grand Rapids. And one of the classes that I typically get asked to speak at are the honors medical students. So these are clearly very intelligent young people that are going into the medical profession. They're in the honors curriculum. And one of the first questions I ask when I get up to the podium is this: how many of you are here because your desire is to be a doctor, to be a physician? And how many of you are here because your parents told you you needed to do this? One of two things happens. People either light up like, yeah, I want to be a doctor, or they look down like it's expected. Everybody in my family is a doctor, and it's expected. And I'll ask the question, those of you that are looking down at the desk right now, what do you really want to be? What do you really want to do? I remember this one young man, bless his heart. Good morning, Marcia. Good morning. Hey, Jacqueline. Hey, Terry. Good to have you in the house. I asked him, what did you really want to be? And he looked at me and he said, Denise, more than anything, I want to be a history teacher. It reminded me of, you know, the show Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Hermie the dentist. He didn't want to be, you know, an elf. He wanted to be a dentist. I want to be a dentist. And so I asked the question, well, why are you not becoming a history teacher, if that is where your passion lies? Well, history teachers don't make enough money, but I would be fine with that. But, you know, in my family, there are social expectations. I figure if I ask the question, at least ask the question and bring it up while I'm in this room full of wonderful minds, maybe a few seeds will be planted about where they really want to shine their light. And I have been told, you know, you rattle a few cages every time you come here and talk about this, but you keep inviting me back, I say. So yeah, good, honest conversation about being passionate. All right, here we go. Hey, Jeanette. Thank you. I love you too. That's another thing. We have to just say we love each other. Well, we don't have to, but if you love somebody, tell them you love them. I was really happy at that time in my life that I'm a person who tells people if I love them. I love them. Thank you, Erin. All right. Okay. Now, because I'm just get lost on these tangents of conversation, if I've not pulled a card for you yet, would you please make a comment in the comment line? Because sometimes, here's me, I just get going like this and I forget where I left off. But I know you love me anyway. Okay, Jacqueline. Jacqueline. Shuffle, shuffle. Jacqueline, it's the Firebird card. The Firebird says, don't be afraid. Be alive. Don't be afraid. Be alive. Yeah. Firebird. I'm going to ask you, Jacqueline, to do some journey work with the Firebird. Journey work with the Firebird. And I'm going to type my website in there, in case any of you wanted to get some of these cards. Yes. All right, Judy. Judy, it's the jackalope. The jackalope. The jackalope says this: celebrate your uniqueness. Sometimes we are so upset about our uniqueness. We beat ourselves up over our unique abilities and talents, or maybe the way that we live. When people come into this home, one thing they typically will ask right away is, oh, so you're really fond of Native American things. There's a lot of Native American artifacts and things in this house. And for some people, it raises an eyebrow or two, like, who's living here and what's going on? And for others, they're like, wow, tell me more about that. And so rather than be, upset if somebody says, why have you got a buffalo head here in your home? And why is there a buffalo robe blanket in the spare bedroom? I always take the opportunity to educate. But I've never, ever, ever let that stop me from being me. Ever. Ever. So the message of the card is this: celebrate your uniqueness, Judy. Just be you. Love yourself. Love your gypsy self. Love your gypsy self. We all love you. You love you. There you go. Janet. Oh, Janet. Perfect for you. Janet from Scotland. Love Scotland. I'm going to say it again. I love Scotland. Okay. All right. The Archangel Saint Raphael card came up for you. This is a card, of course, of healers and those being healed. It is also a message for you, my friend, that the Archangel Saint Raphael wishes to spend some time in meditation or contemplation with you. If there is anything you need healing for, allow Raphael to help you. Bring Raphael into your sacred space and give to Raphael anything that is taking away your peacefulness. Anything that is taking away your peacefulness. All right. Kathy Skirmerhorn. Kathy, it's the Thunderbird. It's the Thunderbird. The Thunderbird says this: stay on your path. Stay on your path. Oh, sometimes the winds of opposition, the winds of, life, right, can throw us off of our path. This card, Kathy says, stay on your path. Keep going, even if people don't understand it. Yes, Blue Jay is screeching outside. You're right about that, Rob. He is. Yes, he is. Stay on your path. Marcia. I call her Marcia because Marcia's a beautiful name, and I like Marcia even better. For Marcia. This one's for you, Marcia. It's the Ouroboros card. Oh, this is a potent card. Marcia, what this means is it's time for you to honor that a cycle is complete in your life. A cycle is complete. A new cycle is beginning. Honor that. Honor what has been and welcome a new cycle. Turn the page. As Bob Seger sang, turn the page. Yes, the end of a cycle is here. Celebrate it. Celebrate the beginning of the new. Well done. Well done. Janet is saying, thank you, Dana. Oh, you're welcome. You are very welcome. I had a dream the other night, and in the dream, Spirit kept saying to me, Dana, you must remember Red Eagle. You must remember Red Eagle. When you wake up, remember Red Eagle. So when I got up yesterday morning, of course, Red Eagle was on my mind. And when I went to learn about who Red Eagle was a man from the 18th century, lived in Alabama, which is near the state that I was born in, Georgia. He was a Creek man. His mother was a full-blooded Creek woman, and his father was a full-blooded man from Scotland. So he was half Scotch and he was half Creek, and was quite, from what I understand, quite the leader, Red Eagle. And I thought of you in all of that. You are welcome. All right, let's scroll back down here. Eve, need guidance for a life partner. Well, one of the things that I would say to you, Eve, is to let go of anything within yourself that does not make room for a life partner. If there are old wounds emotional wounds, spiritual wounds, wounds of any kind regarding past partnerships or loves, it is really good to let any of that go. To work through it, let it go, and make room. Make room for new love. So many people would like to have a new love, and the living room is already full of furniture, old furniture from previous marriages, from previous relationships, from previous hurts. So that's first and foremost, Eve, is to make sure that there's room in your interior castle. You're welcome, Jacqueline. Yes. So that's just a little girlfriend to girlfriend. Oh, thank you for that. Thank you, Marilyn. That's just a little woman to woman something right there. And one of those spiritual teachings that I learned a very long time ago. I love, love, love you too, Mary Ann. I'm looking forward to talking to you next week. So Eve, on top of that, all of that, shuffle, shuffle, it is the white heart. What does that mean to me? Okay, so you're being called to play, to not be so serious about it. Jettison the baggage of all the old love crud. And what that means, you have to do a ceremony to break an old marriage vow, to dissolve the marriage vow, to let go of, to bury, whatever that is for you, whatever technique you intend to use to make room for new love. Also, Spirit is saying, and don't forget to be playful about it. Let the adventure begin is what the white heart says. So clear the decks of all the old past baggage. We all end up getting it at some time, don't we? We all have that baggage. Let it go. Leave it at the station somewhere. Work through it, make room, and let the adventure begin. In other words, try not to be too rigid about what you would like in a partner. Boy, sometimes we're right down to the color of their eyes, the way their eyebrows are shaped, whether they have, ears that are perfect, the color of their hair. The white heart says, no, let the adventure begin and just allow the perfect person to come into your life. The perfect person for your soul, not just the perfect person for your eyes or your thoughts about the perfect person. Let the adventure begin. But first, clean out the closet. We all have to do it. Disavowing a vow, sometimes we have to do that. We have to disavow a vow. Mary, beautiful Mary Zarowitz. It's the teaching of the grizzly bear, the bear, Mato Wakan, holy bear. The holy bear teaching says this: your ancestors are around you at this time. You are being embraced by your ancestors at this time. Your ancestry is calling you. And also, the thing that I would add to that, Mary, is I feel as though the ancestors are around you, giving you strength and giving you courage at this time. They say to me, you understand what I'm saying. So strength and courage at this time from your ancestors. Yeah. All right. Oh, I saved. Oh. Last night. Oh, good. Well, thank you for that, Jacqueline. Yeah, the Book of Prayers and Incantations. I've really enjoyed writing it for these past 4 years, and David and I are putting the very final tweaks on it at this time. And so for those of you that are probably going to ask me after the show, where can I take a look at ordering Prayers and Incantations to the Light? If you go to deniseiwana.com, and you click on the Temple Within or the Mystic's Heart, you'll see all of those wonderful things right there. Terry, this one is for you. It is the Buffalo card. I learned something new about David Fix last week. This is his favorite card in the totem deck, the Buffalo Tatanka. Tatanka teaches us about balance, walking in balance. Not too much of this or too much of that, but being in balance. And the Buffalo says it's very important for us to receive as much as we give. as much as we give. So if you are giving more than you are receiving, Terry, Buffalo says, remember it's good to receive. Remember it's good to receive. Be in balance. And I love the mantra of the Buffalo card. It is this, Terry: my life is a gift from the Creator. It is. Every single one of you that's watching right now, that's listening right now, or at a future time, your life is a gift from the Creator. You were intended to be. You are an expression of Creator on the earth. How exciting is that, by the way? I happen to think that it's very exciting. Live with intention. Don't be afraid. Be alive. I love that. Don't be afraid. Be alive. All right. April. Yes, April, you got to pay attention. We all need to pay attention to what it is that our spirit is telling us. Yeah. And particularly for you, April, because you are such a sensitive woman, really take good care of you. That is your homework. That's all of our homework for the next week. Let's be loving and kind to ourselves, okay? Let's do that. Let's do that. Not just Rochelle. Look in the mirror and say, I love you. Wow, you've come a long way, baby. And celebrate where you've been. It is where we've all been, ain't exactly pretty. I'm going to be 55 the day after tomorrow. Double nickels, I call it. 5-5. And usually what I do on my birthday is that I sit in the morning and I bring out my pipe, my chanupa. And I think about where I've been. I think about where I've been. And I think about what I've learned from all of those places that I've been in my life. The good, the bad, the ugly, the exciting, the passionate, the really, I can't believe you did that, but you did. And so how is that added to who you are as a woman now? That's how and then I'm very present in the moment and I give gratitude. My birthday is a day for me to be grateful. I'm grateful to my biological parents. I'm grateful to my foster parents. I'm grateful to all of my adoptive parents. I'm grateful to my caseworkers. I spend time in gratitude for all of those people that have brought me to where I am right now. I'm grateful for all of you as I begin my 55th year. I'm grateful, genuinely grateful. Gratitude, potent. Katrina. I'm smiling as I watch you. Oh, thank you, Terry. I'm smiling at you too, Chica. Okay, Katrina. This one is for you. It is the dolphin. The dolphin card. The dolphin is about clairaudience, for one thing. What do I mean by that? It's about listening to the voice of spirit. Listening to the voice of spirit. Hey, Lily, my little sister Lily. Listening to the voice of spirit, Katrina. The dolphin says this: I hear you. I hear you. I listen to and understand the life frequencies and the tones of all living things. You have asked for a deeper connection to the great mystery, and I will teach you to breathe and swim in the watery depths of spirit, where Creator lives and communicates in ways that are unique to each of us. Are you ready to wade into the oceans and octaves of spirit and listen? This is a card of clairaudience. And one of the things that dolphin teaches us is that each of us hears spirit, sees spirit, feels spirit in our own way. When I see spirit, it's probably just like you looking at me right now. That's how I see spirit 24/7. And I hear spirit just as you are hearing spirit. or you're hearing me talk right now. But not everybody hears that way. Not everybody feels that way. But this is a sign for you that you are unique in your ability to hear spirit, to feel spirit, to see spirit. Honor that. And if you are wishing to deepen your ability to hear, feel, taste, see spirit, invite the totem ally known as the dolphin into your meditation, your contemplation time, because dolphin, the hearing of the dolphin is so exquisite. So honor the way in which you are able to walk with spirit, the way your mystic journey unfolds. Oh, good morning, Virginia. Here I am going way over time. And, we're just going to roll because we've got a lot of brand new viewers today. And we're just going to do this. Polly Jo LeBay is on as I speak, of course, as well. And so we can all catch up with that show after this and view it. Lily, this one is for you. I love my candle, Lily, by the way. And so far, I've been really good today. I have this tendency that if there's a present, something wrapped in the house, I can't stand it. And so I received this box of wrapped presents last night from Lily. And I opened it up. Here are all these gifts all wrapped up. Well, I made it through yoga without opening up a birthday present. But I didn't think I was going to be able to stand it until Thursday, so I opened one up. And I probably will do another one today. I'm just saying I'm trying to be really good about it. But everybody, I kind of like my birthday. And so I can't promise that I won't even open them all up, Lily. I'm just letting you know. Okay, so Lily, the air dragon, is here for you. The air dragon. The air dragon says, what are you creating with your thoughts? Right? This is a card of conscious breathing. That's another thing as well, too, Katrina. Conscious breathing with the dolphin, being aware of your breath. Breathing. The same thing with the air dragon. The air dragon says it is important to be conscious of your breath and of your thoughts. You have that wonderful Scorpio lineage running through your charts, Lily. And here we are in the time of Scorpio. So we have to be mindful as Scorpios, or thoughtful about what we are thinking, what we are creating. And this is the time to create cool stuff, right? Bring our dreams to reality. How awesome is that? So the air dragon, pay attention to your thoughts, to your breath. It's not just for yoga class, everybody. I love yoga, but we have to pay attention to our breathing. Usually when we are upset about something, the first thing that we do is we stop breathing. When we should breathe through. Right? We get all uptight, forget to breathe. But this is a very fertile time for your thoughts, Lily. Create. Virginia, this one is for you. Virginia, where are you from? May I ask? Okay, Virginia, it's the hawk. Cheta, we would say in the Lakota language, Cheta Oyate, the Hawk Nation is here for you. The Hawk Nation. The mantra of the Hawk card is this: I see things with great clarity. I have nothing to fear. This is a card of fearlessness. No need to be fearful. Dana Point, California. Oh my, how perfect is that? Dana Point, California. There you go. Hawk, you have nothing to fear. Be fearless. You are seeing things very clearly right now. Sometimes, seeing things clearly isn't always what we want to see, right? But at this time in your life, you are seeing things very clearly. You have nothing to fear. You are divinely protected, divinely guided, of course. Go with what you know. You're seeing things clearly. And at those times in our lives when we're not seeing things clearly, Creator has given us guardian angels, allies, guides and spirits, saints, whatever you want to call them, ascended masters. We have all of these wonderful unseen guidance people, animals, beings, right, at our disposal. One of the things, if I am not seeing something clearly, I will ask Cheta Oyate, the Hawk Nation, to help me see what is really going on. If I think I know something's going on, something's a little bit rotten going on, right? I will say, Hawk, show me. And I don't do it while I'm shopping in the grocery, right? I make a little quiet space for myself and I say, show me what it is that I need to see about this situation. Oh, goodness. Hey, Mary Ellen. It was good to see you last month. It's hard to believe it's already been a month. Crazy since Amantha Murphy was here. Mary Ellen, this one is for you. It is the Lamassu from ancient Mesopotamia. The Lamassu always says this to us: healthy boundaries are required at this time. Healthy boundaries, body, mind, spirit, emotions, physical body. Healthy boundaries. 'Tis the season, right, for healthy boundaries? It is. At least here in the U.S. and for, we call it Thanksgiving is coming up and the holy days of all sorts coming up. Good boundaries. All right, anybody else that would like to have a card this morning, please put it in the comment line. That would be fantastic. And I will be tomorrow at the Creative Technologies Academy. Right, it's Native American History Month, and I've been invited to come in and talk to the young ones about Native America, and more than that, to bring in some wonderful artifacts and things so that they can actually touch. They just don't get to read it in their history book. I get to be part of the history hour. I'm so excited about that. History was always my favorite subject in school anyway. And so tomorrow I get to be the history teacher. Thank you, Mrs. Wilson, for inviting me to do so. I am looking forward to that greatly, and allowing the young ones to actually touch and feel some parts and bits of Native America. How lucky am I? What a brilliant blessing. With that, everyone, thank you for being part of my life. As I celebrate my birthday this week, I want to thank each and every one of you for being part of my life and choosing to be part of my life journey. What a blessing you all are to me and to my life. And Pam, final card of the day. It is the Wampus Cat. A Wampus Cat. The Wampus Cat is, no coincidence, a Native American teaching. It comes from Cherokee country, down south of the Mason-Dixon, we might say, in the southern states here in the U.S., the Wampus Cat. The Wampus Cat says to you, your life is transforming in beautiful ways, Pam. Beautiful ways. And remember, this is a very important teaching. Yeah, me and my buddy Hurricane. I love Hurricane. This is a beautiful teaching. Because the depths to which we are able to descend are equaled by the heights to which we are able to ascend. The greatest teachers must walk through the greatest fires in order to teach with authenticity, integrity, and compassion. And Connie Vaughter, the Raven card, the Raven. The Raven is the light bringer. The Raven is the one bravest enough to bring the light to the people, to the animals, to the world. The Raven is fearless in its pursuit of the light and bringing the light to those in need of light, of love, of peacefulness, of joy. The Raven is here for you, Connie, and honoring who you are as a light bringer and your bravery in doing so. So with that, everyone, have a magnificent, magnificent week. And honor yourselves, love yourself, shine your light. Be who you came here to be. That's all you came to be, is you. With that, everyone, have a beautiful day. Blessings be.